Hey, hey, it's Sam Dingus. Also, just woke up. This is the second video in a row I'm recording because I feel like it. I feel like putting my soul out there in some capacity. So I thought you should know some things. This is story time number 7, I think, but I don't know for sure. This is just a quick story about my only scars because I don't have very many. I've been a very nice boy to my body. Not I like carrying wounds. Although I admit scars are the coolest thing available to human cosmetics. Fuck makeup, get a huge gash on your fucking face. Be like, yeah, I had to fight off a bear. A horrible car crash, bro. Yep, scarred for life, but I'm a fighter, you know? That's what scars are about. Scars are just like band-aids for youngsters. Cool and tough I look with my band-aid. Anyway. So I'm pretty sure there's only 3 scars up to date, but there's a bonus one. So back in my day, like 7th or 8th grade, Hunger Games was popular. And I always had like weapons like axes and knives and things, and swords of some caliber, because that's cool and healthy, right? But I also used to like practice a lot, like, okay, now unhealthy. Practice like I was in the Hunger Games or something. I would make movies and like finisher moves and like cool sequences and stuff. It was lots of fun being a kid. I'm still a kid doing stuff like that, honestly. Anyway, I had this Tomahawk, M48 Tomahawk, actually is the name of it. Beautiful weapon. It's very lightweight. Anyway, it's very, very sharp on one side. Like, this is the axe head of it, is very, very pointed here. And it's also like a sharpened blade here with another point up top here. Just picture that shape. And then it's got a spike on the other side. Got it? Axe head, very pointy, spike. Got it? So I'm holding it regular side. Basically, I'm executing a stab slash, a stab or like a strike attack with the spike end of it, basically. So what I did is I had it across my body and I like dragged it through like that. Tried to hit with the back, hit the air, of course. But the point grabs my tricep when I turned over. Luckily, I barely grabbed it because that would have ripped my shit open. You could probably see the muscle and all that, but nah, it was alright. It was just a little cut. I very much doubt it's a scar, actually. Oh. I doubt it's a scar anymore, so I'm just telling you that story for fun. Yeah, it's gone. So 3 real scars that I got and how I got them. I'll start with my face. Let's see if you can see. Right there, bitches. That shit right there. See that fucking line? That's from my knee. So this is from my early days of parkour, like 2015 or 16. I was still jamming and vibing. It was Assassin's Creed that got me into parkour in the first place. So I had a Connor costume from AC3. My dog, by the way. And I was just doing some parkour for a YouTube video or Instagram or something, just having fun, really. And I was doing a handstand. I wasn't very good at handstands. And I was starting to go over top myself too far, like when you give it too much juice, or you're toppling. And I was just like trying to maintain that as long as I could. I was like, I'm straight up just not gonna let go. I'm gonna hold onto the ground and keep tipping over. And eventually I tipped over so far that I was like, I have to tuck my head or my neck is getting cracked. So as I'm tipping over, I contract everything violently and send my knees straight into my mouth. Just like that. And that shit hurt because, like, it hurt on the outside and the inside. And I wasn't sure exactly what happened. I was worried that, like, it was one of those situations where you bite through your mouth, like, with your teeth down. Luckily, that's not what happened. It just, like, pressed up against my tooth. And so that made a little cut on the inside. A little bit uncomfortable cut on the inside. But it wasn't, like, a chomper. And, yeah, my face was bleeding like I've never seen before. And, this is when I discovered how claustrophobic I am, because I hate wearing like a ton of clothes when you're injured or hot. Like, gosh, take it off. Oh, it was awful. So yeah, still got that scar. Alright, 2 more stories left. This is also from the Canterbury Yard, this one. This is from Thermopylae. I have the 300 Spartan sword. Look it up on budk.com. They sell all sorts of great weapons and knives and such. So this is like a 1/2-inch thick steel sword, 300 looking. It's got like the outward shape, great for chopping and slashing, or stabbing. It's meant to be used with a shield, but I like to two-hand it so I can get some solid control and damage. Anyway, I was just walking in my yard, like with my sword in one hand, so your arms are swinging like do adventure pace, do adventure strides. And then I started walking up a hill, a little rock wall. So my knees have to come up at this point to step up, that kind of thing. Yo, I should be like a hand tutter. This is fucking dope. My attention span is what holds me back in life. So yeah, I'm just walking up the hill. So I step with my right foot as my right arm goes back, and then I continue the adventure stride. Stick that sword right into my ankle, dude. I can't even describe what it sounds like to stab human flesh. It's like a mixture of pulling Velcro apart and squishing an orange. Yeah, that's the best I can do for it. It's like sickening, like you can hear the seal break. Woohoo! Yeah, so I just chunked it right into my fucking ankle. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna move you guys off your mount so you can see my foot, even though you can barely see this scar. But I hope you can see it where I'm pointing. I'm not sure exactly. Sorry about that, guys. Very crude video potential here. And the very last scar of my life is the most annoying scar of my life. And you don't get to see this scar because it's on my ass. So years and years ago, out of nowhere, I had this hole in my ass. And this has been a joke of mine for years. Like, yo, I got 3 assholes. Most people don't know. And it smells like shit, too. But, like, either this happened from, like pulling my cheeks apart too hard and sitting on the toilet seat so I don't have to clean up as much. Either that, like, pulled it open. Or also there was one time where I was doing, like, a flip of some kind, like a front flip. And I missed, basically, and I just, like, slammed completely tailbone first. I have theories about both of these two situations, but it's also possible it just came completely from within. Anyway, so this wound is something that I carried for years and years and years and years. It's called a pilonidal cyst. Fun stuff, eh? If you know what that is. Fuck. So yeah, I lived with this for years, just like it would bleed sometimes and give me some weird liquids. And then it would heal up and I wouldn't notice anything, and then it would come back and I'd be like, oh, I thought it was done forever. But eventually it started like swelling up again, like more than ever. So something was going on, and it was just building up pressure again until finally it burst up in my undies. And when that happened, I was like, great, it's back. This is after years, like 5 or 6 years at least. At this point, we're caught up to date in time. This is earlier this very year is when I finally had the surgery to get it taken care of. They cut my ass right open, scooped out the innards, closed it right back up. And that got me fucked up too, off Vicodins and Oxy, and it was dope. Because I discovered this album called Uncle Jazz by Men I Trust. Uncle, like uncle, but with an O. That's the best Vicodin album in history, bro. So yeah, that's it. Got a hole in my ass, fucked my own face up, and shanked myself in the leg. This is Sam the Dingus Stories of Life. My scars. I'll be liked.